Hello everyone and welcome back to All the Mods 10 to the Sky. We are still up in the sky, believe it or not. And we made some pretty good progress last episode. We have chorus flowers. We have endstone by the infinite. And that's it. That's where we're at. Which is pretty cool. Now the endstone, the whole purpose of this stuff was we were hoping to get... Oh, you know what? I can actually do that even again. Ha ha ha. We were hoping to get ender pearls, but then one of the quest rewards just gave us ender pearls, so that sort of became not a problem. Anyhow. In terms of what we need to do, we've got flint meshes. I think these are like iron meshes. We've got a lot to do. Look at that. Ender pearls, eyes of ender, very nice. I say that like we don't have just infinite blaze, I'm pretty sure. But that's okay. Now, I did update my recording software. I'm hoping nothing's broken. I did a little test record and everything seemed fine, but I've done that before and then horrific things have taken place. But so far, so good. And yeah, look at this. How cool is that? Oh, look at the reflections on the ender pearls. That is pretty. Yeah, all right. I'll process the rest of it here because I don't think it's that big a deal. I guess. Like, we've got ender pearls. We've got more ender pearls, which is also great, but... You know, it's not. We don't need more than what we've got now. And what I might actually do is store it all in here, since this thing probably gives us that anyway. Awesome. So, what do we want to do to begin with? Well, I definitely want some sort of storage to happen. Some sort of magnetism to happen. So, what I'm thinking is a magnet upgrade for the... Well, there's actually a few things. Yeah, we looked at this, didn't we? I could put magnet upgrades, advanced magnet upgrades into the chests. That would allow us to filter as well. So we could say, hey, only this stuff go in there. And it'd be like, cool, awesome. And it would do it. Or we do item collectors for each one. Not a bad idea as well. Yeah, it's just going to depend on what's easy to make. So this one, for example... we'll use a normal magnet upgrade and some diamonds, or it will use this one, which needs a diamond anyway, which then needs this, which needs a sticky piston and some diamonds. Now, in terms of the diamond department, we don't have any. That might be a problem, but it might also not. And by that I mean, you know what? It's going to be a while since we get diamonds, I think, because... Well, let's at least have a quick look. How much does what do you get a diamond from? Hubba shibba hubba. Ores? Diamond george. Interesting. You get them from iron meshes. Currently, we have these as iron meshes. And then beyond that, it's also a really low chance, I'm pretty sure. Iron mesh, 1% chance. Blah. So, more iron means more mesh, which is good. So that's one option, is we just get a bunch of iron, we get a bunch of iron meshes, and we pretend like our problem will go away. Or we just solve the problem a different way. Now, the different way that I'm insinuating here, or talking about, is with a block generator, possibly. So, well, I guess there's a few. I was thinking we could go this route with an item collector. Ender pearls, obsidian. That's pretty easy. We obviously have water, we have obsidian. We don't have... we have lava to get obsidian. We don't have like anything to pick up obsidian if we make it that way, but we can just make it with a barrel. And that's pretty good. We also do have pump potential, is what I like to call it. Do we use the pump potential? Pumps are great, as in they look great, but fluid pipes are just objectively better, I'm pretty sure. So we're probably going to do that. I'm going to... What am I going to do? I'm going to grab some iron. I'm going to make 2 buckets. And then... Oh, perfect. We have just enough. We're going to make fluid pipes. We get 16 of them. We will need our trusty engineer's hammer, which we're using as a wrench. So we have lava here. And what we can do is we can have all of this come out. We can find our stone barrel that we totally had. Did I put that away? I'm guessing I must have... Come on, brain. If you were a stone barrel and you did get picked up, you'd be in here. Perfect. But we can place this guy here. Then if we shift right click on the pipes, they'll extract lava. and they do a pretty good job. They're relatively fast, I guess is my point. And then we can make obsidian. Now to do that, I believe you just place water above this. So to be honest, we kind of want to move this. The benefit of it being underground would be that the water would be visible, you know, like easier to access. You might be able to fall in there. I don't want to test it. And then we just need water on top, which... Oh, but that's lava. I probably got to do cobblestone or something, right? I'm just trying to think what's going to look the nicest. Can I do... Oh, we've got stone slabs. So let's place this, that, and this. There we go. That's not too bad. Or at least, I hope it won't be too bad once we actually begin. Yeah, we can leave that stuff there. And so then all I need, if I can figure out how to play the game again, is a bucket of water placed here. That's not how that works. But here, shift right click, there we go. And so then, ta-da! We have infinite lava, infinite obsidian. So obviously this guy needs to, you know, do his thing, which he's pretty good at doing. And we can just get as much as we want. And we do want quite a bit, I think. There we go. You can see now it's pretty much just running off this guy. He's pretty good at what he does. All right, cool. So next on the menu is ender pearls. Very nice. Now, if we go back to item collector, the advanced item collector uses eye vendor. Cool. So we've got those as well. Yeah, nice. Awesome. Done. So this guy picks up blocks or picks up items, anything. This guy does bigger range and filters them. And we need more obsidian to do that. But that should actually be okay. I think we need 6. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. We probably should invest in a tank that will, you know, store this stuff long term. But we're getting there. We're working on automating the collection of all the stuff we process. And then that will allow us to process faster and faster and faster because we won't have to worry about picking things up and filtering and whatnot. Cool. A little bit of blah, blah, blah going on, you know. If we go boom, pow, boom. What we want to do... Look, realistically, what we want to do is grab one of everything, I think, and chuck it in here. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's kind of what we want to do. So we want to hold shift, and we're just going to scroll down once on every single thing that this guy can drop. Boom, boom, boom. Now, will he be able to hold everything? I don't know. I guess we'll see. There's a chance we need to put multiple filters on this guy. There's also a chance. What's it from? Hold on. I've confused myself. It's from the item collectors mod. I was wondering if maybe they had a filter that you could put in. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, we just have to chuck all these in. So pow, pow, pow. Is this how I want to do it? Already this feels like I've thrown. Because look, we can't even store everything in here. I guess I've got all the important stuff, right? Kind of. Not really even. So this will be a whitelist. We can increase the range. And so then if we drop this stuff, as in if I just stand here and drop everything, the stuff that we don't have filtered will fall at my feet and I'll pick it back up. Oh no. Listen. Everything's fine. that didn't work. This guy needs to be a whitelist. So that won't work. This guy's actually fine. We'll just grab one of each of these. We probably won't be using this guy as much, but it's okay regardless. Pow, 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 pow. All right, now if I do it, now if I drop all this stuff, anything that's not filtered, we should pick back up, which is this stuff here. Cool. So pretty much all this stuff would go in here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that stuff as well. For now, I think this is fine. You know what? What am I talking about? It's so easy to just make some more. Why wouldn't we just make some more? I think we need maybe that much. Why not? Why not? So we'll go this guy and then upgrade him to advanced. Perfect. And then we'll chuck him there. Same sort of thing. So we can set him to whitelist, max up the range, blah, 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 blah. So this will do a 15 by 15 by 15. If you hover over it, you can see that range. You can also right click and click show, and then it'll stay up as long as it's in your field of view. So you can see that it covers this whole area quite nicely. That was one of these guys, this guy. Cool. So I'm going to add pow, 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 pow. And then that should be pretty good. And let's do a little test run. We have plenty of gravel here. And so I'm still probably going to pick up some stuff, I guess, unless I become elevated. Which I probably could do. Here's what I'm thinking. Something like this, and then with like a ladder on it. What do we reckon? Do we reckon I have the technology? Pow, 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 pow. Let's see. So then I think that I come up here, and then I do this. Haha! Alright, so already, this guy didn't get picked up. This is silver ore chunk. We also need dripstone. And so, there we go. That's that solved. And so ideally, we don't have to worry about that ever again. Now, I think if you spam click, or at least it used to be if you spam click, you actually place them faster in there. So like if you did use an auto clicker or something, it would work really fast. I think for the pebbles as well. I'm not really one to do that unless it's like a feature in the game, so I won't be doing that. But something to think about. Cool. I thought did we really not have... Man, there's a lot of that stuff, isn't there? Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I do need to have a quick little break. But that's a pretty good start to the episode. We probably need to make this look not as horrible as it does look currently, but we're getting there. Alrighty. I don't know where I left it, but I'm back, and it's actually been a day in between the recording, but I wanted to play, and you guys had some absolutely insanely goated ideas on how we can do everything better. In fact, I'm going to bring this back. So we set up this contraption with an end stone, an extractor, there's a purple block underneath that, and we get end stone. And it's infinite, and it's, you know, it's pretty good. It does what it does. That's awesome. There's more that we can do. If we grab our witch water back, we grab our lava, we can get this copper generator to work. Now, we still need a little glowstone guy. A glowstone block, I believe. I'm just going off memory. I'm hoping this is right. And so then what we can do is, yeah, what's the best way to do this? What's the cleanest way to do this, I guess? Do we have building blocks? Can we make something nicer? I guess I can smelt stuff up. I just want to, I want to make it out of something pretty because we're probably never going to change it. Even dirt, is something pretty, makes it out of dirt. I think the dirt looks better than cobble. It is my main point. We'll probably place it right here. So the concept, the idea is that we have lava still, but we be sneaky beaky. So in other words, we place lava and it flows. Dun, dun, dun. And that apparently solves all of our woes. So a block generator on top of our glowstone. We've got our witch water, so we'll do this and that. Don't stand in the witch water, as we've learnt. Do that, and then do this. And then if we had a chest above, you can already see it's doing its thing. Hold on. There we go. So now, it is purely dependent on how fast the lava flows. And that's what, it does it. What about this guy? That guy's a lot more consistent. This guy, I think, has his moments, He has these moments where he's faster. What we can do if we want to is grab out like that and chuck that in there. And so we got 4 stacks and 4 stacks. That's pretty much started at the same time. And we'll just leave that go. We'll compare. And we'll put the rest of this stuff in here. And I think that'll be a nice little test. What do you reckon? I reckon that's not a bad idea. Cool. So that's one of the things that you guys taught me. Now, there are others. There will be more. Let me just try to figure out how I can quickly read that. Comments on the first episode? What do we reckon? Blah, blah, blah. Nope. Come on. I don't want to waste too much time looking. Cool. Flowing lava. Perfect. Sea pickle. They want me to get a sea pickle. How am I getting a sea pickle? I feel like I made a sea pickle joke, right? I see pickle. Something? Listen, a sea pickle joke. Oh, you, sieve, sand, string mesh. Cool. So we can. It's a 5% chance. But that honestly is not a bad idea. We like that. We like that. Oh, and then the other one was, I think, mainly just the ore hammer. So we did look at the ore hammer, but we were looking at it to make plates. But it can actually be used for ore doubling early game, and it's pretty good at it from memory. So an ore hammer, it does need blocks of an ingot. So for example, the copper ore hammer needs 2 blocks of copper, and there you go. So if you're not using copper for anything else, chuck it on a hammer. Now, the durability does go up. So like iron ore has more, bronze, etc., has more. I think platinum's the best. And if you're not going to use platinum for anything, as long as you're getting some, it's kind of a good way to do it, I guess. Typically, I would go copper because it is so cheap. In fact, your first one, make it out of copper. Your second one out of platinum is not a horrible idea. Because as you can see, you get so much of this stuff. Yeah, with this, we've only got that much. You know what I mean? So the idea is, yeah, you chuck it with an ore hammer and you get double. So we can make a copper ore hammer and then go that way. Or, is there a better way to do it? Oh my god. I mean, the squeezers, the mechanical squeezer is so good. That is ridiculous. You know what? I remember it being good as well. And I feel like it got nerfed fairly early in previous packs. So should we try for it? Is that a little bit too cheatsy? Maybe. I think it's fun though because we don't... Well, actually, hold on. I was going to say because we don't have the sapling. Let's see. Okay, so if I want a mineral sapling, because that's what you need to make it. Oh, wait. Let's all take a step back. Because some of you guys mentioned that I might be going a little bit too fast with some things. I think most of this stuff is fairly self-explanatory, I guess. The new thing would be this guy with the flowing lava. So the main point is not to have your source block here, because the second lava is here, flowing or not, it'll gobble it up and turn it into endstone. Which, by the way, they look like they're one-to-one. So this is a perfect... They do the exact same. Now, if you had a better cobble generator, it wouldn't matter. He's making one at a time regardless. I think it doesn't matter. You would, if anything... Oh, if anything... Hold on. If anything, have a second lava. Oh, and I think I need witch water there. I don't think you can do this. For example, if I pick this up, he doesn't care. He stops making it. Okay, cool. Cool. That's all right. A different design. I think you could pull that off, but we're fine. We're okay. Cool. Yeah, so far I think we're good. So yeah, mineral. So this mechanical squeezer is made out of crystallized mineral chunks. These guys need mineral, essentially. Mineral logs and stuff. So to get that, we need a sapling. To get that, we need to do moss blocks. Moss blocks on an iron mesh. So as you know, we've got these ones as iron meshes. We would prefer the rest. So what we should do is invest in that. So to start us off, let's go ahead and make an ore hammer so that we can, start doubling. So we'll do this, make our ore hammer, perfect. And then let's double our platinum ore, perfect. I guess we can chuck it in and start smelting. And then our main focus is just going to be on iron. We want more iron, we want infinite iron, iron. Cool. Which kind of doesn't really matter there, this doesn't matter there. Okay, so how do we do this? We go here. You don't want to grab too many of these because it is insane just how much you get. We'll look into automating the crushing of this stuff soon, I guess. But for now, we'll stick with this. So I could put them in there, but I think it's still more beneficial to just do like more at once. You know what I mean? If anything, I should probably replace those grates with the flint ones. And by the flint ones, I mean, we got some flint ones for free. So I might as well. Just so that, we process a little faster. So there we go. And then, that's okay. Cool. I quite like this. Now, I know that you can use an auto clicker and stuff. I don't want to. I feel like if the game wanted me to, they would provide a mod that adds auto clicker. You know what I mean? And look, hey, maybe there is. Maybe there's a hotkey I'm not aware about or something. but that feels like more the play. You know what I mean? Because at that point, I don't know. In my eyes, it sort of takes away from the intended experience. But I mean, hey, if you're playing by yourself or whatever, just be my guest. Because yeah, another thing is like this is tedious, yes, but it makes it so that when you automate it later, it's so much more satisfying. So how much iron did that get us? We've gotten a stack and a bit. That's pretty good. Oh, we can actually just put K on this, can't we? Oh, that's pretty cool. There we go. And so of course we can also double that. It uses quite a bit of durability, but now that's a decent amount of iron. We'll chuck that in there. We will grab out these coal pieces to top it up. Perfect. Cool. I mean, yeah, honestly, that's probably enough. While that's cooking, how do we want to automate the crushing of this? The first thing that comes to mind for me is a modular router, which we have. Awesome. So a modular router plus a breaker module might do it. The problem is this guy uses a pickaxe to work. I don't know how else we can do it, to be honest. An activator might. I mean, the only way is, so you can see the list of stuff you can use. And so you can use paxels. I don't know if there's a button I can hold that will show me everything you can use. I mean, we can just watch it cycle, or we can quickly try to make one and see if a hammer is included in that, because that could be pretty cool. There might be a quick way to find that out, but it's okay. It's all right. So the breaker module is the paxel or whatever, and a blink module. Blink module is paper, gold, and redstone. Now, in the paper department, we don't have any. If we search paper, there might be a few cheesy ways we can get our hands on it. For example, tree bark. Obviously, there's sugar cane. There might also be like rice, wood chippings, sawdust. I mean, tree bark's going to be the easiest. That's a log and an axe. We should have some logs. And how do you make it? You make it on a cutting board, which is planks and sticks, which I'm sure we can figure out a way to make as well. So let's jump in here. Oh, I totally know how to play the game. Boom, boom, pow, pow. Cutting board, awesome. We won't use this guy too often, but there we go. There might even be one in here. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, there actually is. Here you go. I guess we could have used that. So if I right click, we strip it and we get tree bark as a result. So we might be able to get away with this. We'll process them all. Why not? As a result, we get 9 tree bark, which we can turn into 3 paper. There we go. I mean, hey, it's what we wanted. 3 nuggets. And what was the final piece of the puzzle? A bit of redstone, which we have on us. Brilliant. I've also sort of sped through this. I'm pressing A to bookmark things on the side here. So if I hover over the door, I can press A, it bookmarks it on the left. It's pretty neat feature. And then when you click on it, you're able to click this plus, and if you have the items, it will place it. If you hold shift and click the plus, it will place as much as you've got. So the example for that would be to make a furnace. I can click it once to put cobble in there, or I can hold shift, click, and it will place as much as it can to make stuff. So see, it fills it with the 7. So that's just a little tip and trick for those of you that might not know that. All right, let's put it to the test. Ew, that didn't work. Okay. Maybe just a stone hammer? Ew, that didn't work either. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. The activator module needs dispensers, which needs string. Which we've got. Let's give that a shot, and we'll see if maybe the activator can do it. Otherwise, there might be some other stuff I can try, but we'll see how we go. So I'll make a lever. We will make, we do need some nether quartz. That might be a bit tricky. We need a bow. We realistically need another one as well, but I don't have tree chop. All right, let's go here, here, oh, here, here. For the metal paxel as well, or the metal silent gear stuff, we will need to do a smeltery of some sort to pull that off. Courtesy of you guys in the comments as well, letting me know that. Boom, bow, boom, pow, awesome, pow, boom, dispensers. Oh, yeah, it can't stack. That makes sense. Boom, boom, boom. Shabamo. Awesome. All right, so if I were to ask for some nether quartz, I feel as though I would have to get that from Sieving Crushed Netherrack, which we'll bookmark. You can get it from string or flint. That's good. We can also wash gold clumps. Oh, okay. Or soul sand. Soul sand, 12% chance. Gold clump, 50% chance. Okay. Interesting. One of those might be better. A cutting board on a block of quartz, which we don't have, but, you know, nice to know, nice to know. I feel like yeah, what's this? Industrial chiller. Yeah, that's a bit scary of a recipe. Soul sand, I think you can make... Ooh! Yeah. We'll do soul sand. We can somewhat automate that somewhat easily. Okay, so... how do we want to pull this off? I need some contraptions here. Is that the play I want to do? I'm jumping all over the place, but we're going to get there in the end. I could make it short term, but I feel like we should just automate it. Otherwise, how do you get netherrack? Is netherrack easier somehow? Witch water and lava? Is there a block? The block generator? Lava and lava. Huh. Lava and lava or lava and redstone. Source block consumed, otherwise lava and lava. But you need a netherrack underneath. Ha 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 ha. Lava? Witch water? Block of redstone. Okay. That gives us our first netherrack. Then we lava. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Alright. Bear with me, everyone. So, first things first. Block generator, which needs a singular glass. Perfect. Stone block generator. Wonderful. Love your work. Okay. Now, over here, we have lava. We also have witch water. The witch water is probably what we want to use. So I will break this. Underneath, we are going to place a redstone block. Shablamo. Like so. Ta-da. Then we just need some lava, which... It's probably easy just to grab new lava. I was debating whether I like place it here, it flows sideways, but I think it is easier to just set up a new one real quick, assuming it's not going to light all my stuff on fire. Now I can just do this, I believe, and that'll just make us netherrack. Yeah, but it is limited by speed. If we want to eliminate the speed factor, we now have our netherrack. We can pick this guy up. Come on. Save our life. There we go. Pick this guy up. All things we can totally do. No problems here. We can place a block generator here. It's a little bit of a labyrinth over here, but it's kind of... Oh, well, actually, we might be able to... I could block generator, and then I would need another lava, but we can probably hide the lava. Let's do that. Let's do... Yeah. So, we will do that. Now, underneath that guy, we will do this. I will... I'll jump out like that. Cool. Now, lava will go here. That will make netherrack, I believe. Perfect. Making it pretty fast. And then... and then I place something on top, which ideally is a drawer. Yeah. Realistically, we want to draw. All right, let's go here. Do this, and then I'm pretty sure you just do this. Oh, no. Do I know how to make a drawer? Yep, draw. We do want it to be a compacting, because compacting drawers are amazing. Piston, stone. Done. We don't have a lot of stone, so I will chuck in this. Sure. Sure, yeah, that solves that problem. Put some of this stuff away. I do need pistons, so I do need 2 of you. I need 3 of you, actually. I've got wood. I don't have any more cobblestone anymore. Grab that. And we've got planks. Cool. So, pow, pistons, 1, 2. And then all I need is the stone. This guy's got 2. This guy's got 2. I think you can just use andesite as well, to be honest. Which we're about to find out. Yeah, you can. That's probably easier than smelting. All right, and so then this guy goes here. And we tell him, hey, netherrack. And then, as you can see at the top, up here, it starts filling. Awesome. As for this lava, I will jump in it if nobody stops me. So we can probably just chuck down a slab. There. Oh, no. Because then we can't grab the netherrack. What we can actually do is something pretty cool. Let's search at framed, and we want a floorboard. This guy. So that's going to be 2 framed slabs, which need framed blocks and stuff, which we can make. So let's jump in here. Let's make some framed cubes. That's what they call them. Turn those into framed slabs. And then I need a framed hammer, which also needs a framed cube. There we go. Framed hammer. So what we can do is place these slabs next to the framed hammer to get framed floorboards. And I'll show you how these work. For those of you that somehow don't know about them. Look at this. So they work as a block. You can see a preview of where it's going to place. I'll crouch it, make sure I place it at the top. So it's there. And I mean, even that's just fine. Ta-da! But you can put a block on it. So if we wanted to, I could place glass there. I could place stone if I wanted. I could even, if I had a grass block, place grass there. It's really, really cool. I love these so much. And there it is. So yeah, we now have netherrack. So if I wanted to, I could grab out this. I could go plow, plow, shabamo, shabamo, shabamo. Now we have a bunch of crushed netherrack. This is going to make a horrific mess. So much so that we do want to get rid of as much of this inventory stuff as we can. Because it will be a problem. Boom. Boom, pow. Pow. Pow? Pow? That's pretty good. Pow, pow. Nice. Okay. So we'll jump up here. Allegedly, this will get us what we want, which is quartz. Okay, it'll get us a lot of other stuff as well. I should probably stop doing this. I didn't need this much. Okay, we'll see what we get. Boom, boom, pow, 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 boom, 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 pow. Okay, I get, lots of pebbles. That's interesting. Magma cream, dirt, some gunpowder, it looks like, nilium spores, and nether quartz, which is our creme de la crop. So, activator module. What do I need? Redstone, all the stuff I just put away. Brilliant. Grab this. Grab lever. Is that now, are we good? And redstone, which I put away as well. Perfect. Okay. Activator module, cool. Modular router needs a bunch of iron to make it. We'll give it a shot. So these modular routers can do things. That's their whole shtick. They do stuff. Now, I don't know, I never remember if an activator can left click. So we're about to find out. If I right click it, action is, no, you can right click a mob, you can attack a mob. None of those are left click. That's okay. That's okay. We will use modular routers later, so it's not the end of the world that we made them. But we don't need them at the moment. Cool. You live, you learn. Okay. What next then? Just Dire Things. Do we have this mod? We do. Just Dire Things has block breakers. Let me just search breaker to see if there's anything else. Actually, Additions have it as an auto breaker. Okay. Breaker switch. A block breaker from Industrial 4 going. That needs a plastic. Simple block breaker needs ferrocore and a diamond. And yeah, the breaker module pickaxe. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Okay. Otherwise, if I search cobble and I search compressed cobblestone. Yeah. Cobble times 2? Cobble 2 times? Cobble 2 times. Right click. Can be crushed in a crushing guy. Cool. He can be bulk processed. Okay. Otherwise, he can be hammered. Cool. He can be mechanism crushed. Awesome. Okay. Cool. If I just keep saying cool, something will happen eventually. Okay. Alright, I guess. I guess that's okay. You know what we can try? While we've got this guy here, let's see if he'll process this stuff. So let's have him right click. Let's have him look level, I guess. We want him to trigger on the down. And I think that's just it. We just want him to just do it. So if we place this guy here and chuck this in, does he do it? He does. Look at that. He's actually processing it. So this is about to make a horrific mess. But this does change everything. Alright, let's pick all this stuff up. That's okay, it's okay. We probably won't process much of that for a little while. So let's go ahead and put those away. So, just for a test, where are we? Let's grab some gravel. If I give you gravel, oh, it's over. It's over. It's over. Wrap it up, guys. Wrap it up. Party's over. We've just automated the whole game with the modular router. Alright, so. Yeah. That's ridiculous. Yeah, okay. So what do we actually need here? We need item pipes. We'll probably need an upgrade at some point. We need another chest, I reckon. I reckon we'll go for a chest. That should be okay. So we can do... How do we want to do this, actually? Okay. Then we have to crush it somehow, get it into there. It's kind of in a messy spot. Should we... I think maybe we up and move. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to up and move. Going to pick this up. Pick this up. How horrible was that for the inventory? Not too bad. We'll leave that there for now. We'll have to move that later. And let's go down. We could probably make some elevators as well, but just for now, we'll just head down normally. Head on down. Take a little bit of damage. It is what it is. Alright, so here we are. Assuming we put an elevator or something here-ish, we'll set this guy up. I think we can put him in the ground, so let's go a small square and do this. So we want a 5x5, and that should get us what we want. So we'll do this. Awesome. Now, if I did it here, it would still splash off the edge. I almost want it down another. If you guys are sort of envisioning the plan here. Does that repair? Oh, that does. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. What a time. What a time to be alive. Alright, we do this, do that. Cool. This is massive. This is me moving something that we already had built because it didn't look good where it was and it wasn't in a good spot. That's rare. Listen. We don't usually do that around these parts. This is, wow. Look at us. And so can I jump out? Wow. Wow. Okay, so modular router will go here. He's got the activator to right click down. Awesome. He's good. We can put speed upgrades in this guy, which is insane. That's kind of like the auto clicker, I guess. That's it, as in we can do it really fast, I believe. So that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna head back up. Let's look at this elevator recipe because this is currently horrific. I'd love a create elevator. I would, but it's gonna be it just will be easier to not do that because I think we just need end pearls for an elevator block. Yeah, like this. We need wool. We need wool. Any sheep around? Not really. Okay. I mean, we've got string. We do have silkworm. Let's just do a little bit of this, I guess. So let's get that guy built. Boom. Boom. Oh, that's perfect. That's golden. that's great. Like, I know I might have sounded a little bit sarcastic, but this is the perfect tree. The higher up we go, that should be better. Alright, now do it! If I crouch, does it spread faster? I'm crouching, please. Oh, that's great. Okay, so we do need to bring this stuff down. I kind of want the elevator first because, bleh, you know? String, that only makes one. We're gonna need a lot of wool. That should be okay. Yeah, okay. Now, I could also try to make packing tape. How difficult is that? A slime ball and paper? Do we have spare slime ball? We honestly might. Oh, we do. Slime ball and paper and I can take this whole thing down in one go. It's not that big a deal. It's not. Realistically, we just put this stuff away. And then it becomes effortless to take it down. Cool. This guy can get that. That should be fine. Saplings can go away as well. Cool. Awesome. That spreads insanely fast, by the way. Alright. I'm happy with what I got. So what we're going to do is I will pick up this guy. I really can't move these. That's okay. To be honest, I almost would prefer a magnet upgrade. I feel like we've got resources now to where we might be able to just pull that off. Maybe. But regardless, this does have to move. So I will... I'll just do it. I didn't bring a chest. It's probably not the end of the world if I just went down with the chest I had. Come on. Come on, little buddy. Come on. There we go. But yeah, so if you made packing tape, if you had slime balls, you could wrap this up. And then when you break it, it just brings all the stuff with it. Which, as you can imagine, is pretty good. So, that guy's going to get resources somehow. I need to pick up the resources somehow. I think I place it here. And I think that's okay. I think that should be fine. Do that. Cool. Sweet, and that's all the other stuff. And then we'll, we've got the inventory. Yeah, we can do it now. All right, let's make our crook. That's not how you make that. That's the crook. Shapeless. There we go. We got a bit of string. Let's get a few more, I imagine. Now, you can make crooks out of bone. I know that much. I don't know if there's anything else. I guess we can look. Crook. Yeah, just bone. And I think it has more durability. I don't think it has a better drop rate. I think it's literally just, it's made out of bone. Cool. That is decent. The trees can stay there for now. That's a lot of leaves for just that. Silkworms can go in there. I'll hold the rest. Don't need that at the moment. Okay, so. Come on. 2 ender pills. Then wool, which we need that. And we'll probably need more wool later, so I don't mind spending it now. And do that. 1, 2. So 2 white elevators. Now, these will go directly above and directly below. So what we should do is figure out where we want to be up here and where we want to be below. I kind of think that this isn't the worst spot ever. So this would be 4132, 46. So 4132, 46. Let's see where that goes. 4132, and then 46 is here. Which honestly isn't bad. I don't mind it. That's a good spot. So I'll head up there. Now, I think you need to dig all the... No, I don't know. We'll find out if you need to dig in between. I don't think you do, but I also think you do. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't have to, but I think you do. 3, 2, 46. So here is where I said. And so let's do a test. Cool. So these, you crouch to go down, you jump to go up. Pretty cool. So as you can see, we can head down here, jump in here, chuck in all of our stuff. Perfect. Okay, so how are we collecting stuff? I'm going to head back up. And we're going to figure this out. We want this, essentially. So in order to do that, we need ender pearls. We do need a diamond, because this guy needs a diamond. So we need a diamond, meaning we can't do it at the moment. To be fair, I think magnet upgrade, so it's just the normal magnet needs a pickup. Okay, so pickup upgrade, magnet upgrade, the advanced one needs a diamond. Magnet upgrade, yeah. Cool. Okay, so we can do, yeah, that's fine then. So we do need a sticky piston, so it's a good thing I didn't waste our lucky last slime ball. We will need an upgrade base. We'll need something else, I'm sure. We'll need a little bit of cobble. Let's give it a shot. So, Let's go magnet. Let's go pickup. Let's go sticky piston. Piston, redstone. That's what I don't have. All right. Pickup upgrade, sticky piston, piston. So piston, slime ball. Pickup upgrade. Awesome. And then magnet upgrade needs a lappy and 2 endy pearl. And that is our magnet. Now this guy, I guess we'll see what range he has. I don't really know. So we can right click and he'll show up here. He's toggled on. This is our magnet settings. Pick up items. He can't pick up XP anyway. He doesn't have the space for it, but he'll pick up items. We do actually have a little filter system, but we can kind of just leave that as it is at the moment. If we wanted to, we could do match storage contents. So it'll only pick up stuff it's already got. That's pretty good, I guess. If new stuff drops, we can pick some of it up, place it in here, because we can jump in and out easy. It's not a problem, and that should be fine. So, as it stands, that should work. Then what we need is, ideally, I would like to bring this guy down. I guess. I don't even know if we need to be honest, because, like, genuinely, if I just grab this, that is an incomprehensible amount of cobble. If I chuck it all back in, that's 41,000 cobble. If we process all that, whew, oh, you know what I mean? So it's kind of not an issue. Kind of. Now, for us at the moment, we can probably just have that there. I'll go grab our item pipes. Here. I get lost every time I go in there. I'm like, is this an item pipe? But we can do this. Set this guy to extract. Cool. And we can, I don't know, process as much as we want, which is, let's say, this much. Oh, the hammer broken. Can I, is that repairable? Wow, it amazes me when you can just repair stuff. Cool. Awesome. So that's this. Oh, I know what we can do already. Okay, yeah, this is fine, but cool things are on their way. So let's do this. Let's do that. So gravel can all go in there. We'll need to upgrade that as well, so don't worry. There is more that needs to be done. Boom, 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 pow. And do that. Cool. So that's in there. This guy is honestly filling up faster than he processes anyway. So in terms of how it works, I mean, it works. This guy, however, doesn't have the range. So I kind of want him there. Let's give it a shot. I think we can do it with not a horrific amount of mess. Ugh. Let's see. Buckle up. We're going to constantly be making mess as well. Because I have that thing still running, which I probably just should turn off, but we're kind of in too deep. Perfect. So I'm going to instead place this guy here. We're going to not do that. We're going to drop that out. We're going to chuck this on. We have it on at the moment. I'm just going to say allow. And it should just pick stuff up. I think it's too high now. Oh, turn it to block. There we go. Oh, cool. It actually worked. Perfect range. Okay, so now we want it to match contents. We'll take the gravel out, take the cobble out, and it should just work. It's that simple. So I've picked up a bunch of stuff, but that's okay. Nothing that can't just be dropped out. You can get like demagnetizers and stuff, and they'll stop you from picking things up. We can probably just enclose this a bit. I guess I needed to make it a little bit lower to make it safe for us to be around or something. But there you go. I kind of want to see. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So yeah, that guy will just pick stuff up. Yeah, cool. All right, there's a lot we can do just to make this nicer and better, and I think we should. One of them is just getting another compacting drawer. This will do wonders for us. So we need more piston, we need more drawer. That's going to be pretty much just this. We've got cobble. It'll be some redstone. And then magically everything gets made, I think. So we go here, do this, do this, perfect. Piston. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Piston and compacting drawer needs andesite. which we've got automated, right? So that's actually, yeah, we should be definitely using andesite for that. Cool. Try to remember where to go. Okay, so what we can do instead is, oh, that's going to be so annoying, but that's okay, is we can pick this up. We can drop the gravel. That's okay. And this can go there. This can be set to extract, and we can just chuck gravel in there. And so then once we get our 2 times compressed, we just place it there, and it'll take the right stuff out. There's a chance if this guy ever empties that we need to put the right filter on so he doesn't take the wrong stuff. But as it stands, I mean, this is it. There it is. Okay. Cool. Do we need to do anything else? I don't know. I would love to have it fully automated, and then our only problem is storage. Let's see. So first things first, let's get some stack upgrades for this guy, because they're pretty cool. So stack upgrade tier 1 is what we want. That guy will need an upgrade base, and then I think he just uses logs, and he's done. Stack upgrade tier 2 is going to need, you can either do tier 2 or you can do tier 1 plus. We'll probably go straight for, well, I guess, I mean, if we're not using the copper, then we probably, you know, I mean, one would be inclined to perhaps use the copper. I need to go grab this copper. Cool. Pal. Awesome. This is one of those things where, like, we don't need to double it. I think we're good. I think we're fine in terms of needing to double. I put all the coal downstairs. This is devastating. Alright, this is the only problem with making stuff pretty, is if you don't bring everything with... Oh, I'm going to be spreading that stuff around, aren't I? That's okay. I'm also just going to give up on the pieces. I don't think it's a problem anymore. I think we can get away with just chucking in a full thing. Pow. Cool. We'll wait for that to run out anyhow. Okay. Nice. We are getting there. Is this guy full? I'm going to top him up. That's okay. Boom. Come on, buddy. How much do I need? Yeah, I need another block. And then I need 3, 5, 6. I need 6. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah. And what's this for? Stack upgrades. Oh, yeah, cool. I'm trying to think. I think what we'll probably do is we'll either try to make a crushing wheel in the next episode because they're fun, or we'll just make a crusher. I think that's probably just the easy play. So if we bookmark this guy, we can right click at any time and see how we can do it. Crushing wheel, that's pretty easy. It doesn't need electricity and it'll just do it. Otherwise, mechanism crusher. This guy will use power. I think they make it so it's slower as well. It uses more power when it makes this stuff. So that might just be messy, but it does get us making electricity, which is fun. So that's kind of where we're at. Realistically, I think we'll probably aim for the crushing wheel. All right, that's 6. Perfect. So let's jump in here. Make one of these. Awesome. Make this guy. Cool. I think I just need 1 block. And we can make this guy. Cool. Can we upgrade him with gold? We don't have much gold smelted, so it's fine for now. All right, so this guy's awesome. This chest, which is already pretty big, we can make it even bigger by giving diamonds. But if we chuck in this stack upgrade here, and then we middle mouse click to sort, ta-da! It will store up to 256 of an item in a single stack. So as you can see, flint still opens up, but that's pretty cool. Eventually, we can make these bigger. We can place more. As we upgrade the chest as well, we get more slots. You can even get compacting things, which will make these into their compacted form. Same with the flint, which stores even more. And they like multiply. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. Good to know as well that you can do it with just 1 magnet. I'll tell you what. I'm quite happy with that. I do need to go do stuff. It has pretty much been a normal episode length. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Thank you as well for the tips, especially with the flowing lava. I didn't realize that, and that'll hopefully save some other people some trouble as well, being able to do that. And we're full. But yeah, awesome. Hopefully you learned something, even if it wasn't something that I already knew. I learned stuff from you, but we share, we all learn. And I think this is going to look quite nice. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy, Final Phoenix 13, and Space Trooper John. As always, don't feel pressured to be a channel member or to join the membership or any of that. You don't need to. Watching the video and being a channel... Oh, these are the sea pickles. Cool. That's actually really good. We'll probably have to use that. What's this? An Easter egg. I don't know what that is. But yeah, watching the videos, watching the ads, stuff like that, being YouTube Premium and whatnot, it helps me out. Thank you guys. Is there anything else I need to say? I don't know. Thank you guys for just being an incredibly nice community. Not just our guys, but even the new people that, you know, when we start a new series, pop in. Everyone's so nice. Thank you guys. I think we're actually phenomenally lucky how wholesome the YouTube modern Minecraft community is. At least from my experience, everyone I've interacted with, everyone I've met, incredibly nice, incredibly helpful. Everyone wants to just like help each other do better, even like from the creator side of things, which is really nice. I know there's like some drama within the actual modding side, like the mods themselves and development and stuff, but like I think we've gotten pretty lucky. Everyone's just really nice. So yeah, thank you guys. And like especially the community as well, like the actual viewers and stuff. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next one, where we're going to have some fun. We'll try to fully automate that, I think. And then maybe get some diamonds through the iron mesh. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.